All right, we will continue on with our availabilities today at New Hampshire. We are joined by Matt Kenseth, driver of the number 20 Dollar General Toyota. Matt, coming off race number 1 of the Challenger round in the Chase, talk about your outlook for this weekend.
Let's look forward to getting to work. We ran pretty good here in the first race. Kyle was able to win. I don't remember where we finished, but we ran pretty decent. So just looking forward to getting rolling today and see what we got.
All right, we'll go ahead and open it up to questions. We'll start up front with Jared.
Yeah, Matt, Jared Turner, FoxSports.com. Good to see you today. In the past, we've seen NASCAR from time to time penalize drivers for closed fists in fights. I was wondering why you think maybe they didn't penalize Kevin Harvick for the closed fist last weekend with Jimmy Johnson, and do you personally think that closed fists weren't a penalty?
I didn't really see any of it, to be honest with you, and I don't know.
All right, we'll go to Bob.
2 good answers, huh? I didn't see it, and I don't know. Yeah. I practiced that one this morning. Yeah. That one will play for years.
Bob Parker, CSPN. Gordon will set the Ironman mark today. I don't know if you know that you're second on that list of the current drivers at 565 straight races. Could you race into 2022 and snap or beat his streak?
I mean, you could. I mean, I don't know. I can't predict the future, but no, wait a minute. What was my other answer? I didn't see it, and I don't know. Yeah. No, really, one of you guys told me that last weekend, so it just makes you, I mean, that streak don't mean a lot except for you've been around for a long time, you're getting older, and you're fortunate to not get hurt or not be sick a lot. But I guess it means a little bit more than that. I mean, you got to be competitive, obviously, to keep a ride and be doing that every week. But it's nothing I really ever set out to do. I don't know. Jeff said he would never catch Ricky, and he did. But I don't know that I will race long enough to catch that mark. But who knows?
All right, we'll go up front.
Hi, Rich Thompson, Boston Herald. Matt, just comment on the strength of the team coming into this race.
Oh, good, a normal question. I mean, I feel like my team is real strong. I think as an organization, we're really strong right now. There's always improvements to be made. You can always be doing better. No matter how good or bad you're doing, you always look to improve. You always try to look over everything that's going on and try to figure out how to do that better. Certainly the last few months, the JGR Toyotas have been strong. So hopefully we can continue to improve and continue to keep getting better the next 9 weeks and keep getting some results.
All right, we'll go to Pat and then over to our left.
Pat Ticola, NASCAR.com. Matt, when we were here in July, it was kind of a weekend just totally dominated by JGR and Penske, and really since then, that's been the story of NASCAR. Do you see that continuing throughout the chase, and do you see the 22 and the 2 as your main competitors other than your teammates?
Well, I don't know about that. Last weekend, you seen the Chevy show up with a lot of speed that we haven't seen lately. The 4 and the 41 were unbelievably fast. The 48 was way better than they've been in the last few months. So you just don't know. You take it 1 week at a time. Like I say, keep trying to improve your stuff. Keep trying to make the stuff better. Try to do a better job. Show up every week. Put your best foot forward, and hopefully keep getting better. But you get down to this time of year, everybody's. Like I said, you saw it last weekend. You've seen some cars that were, in contention to win, and we're probably going to win under different circumstances than you've seen the last couple of months. So just got to keep working on it.
Matt, Drew Bonner from the Concord Monitor. When you hear people talk about this time of year, it seems like there's a mix between wanting to find that next level, that next tier, raise your game, and also sticking with what worked to get you here and everything. Can you just talk about finding that balance, between staying with that, but also trying to try new things and raise it?
Yeah, that's a good question. It's there's always that balance. You can't. It's easy at times to get stuck on doing the same things. That's working for you. That maybe worked for you a few months ago because you ran good and had success. But you also have to be looking to get better. That's always a balance. Things change so fast in the sport. You see teams run really good, then they'll get behind for a while, get ahead for a while. You kind of see that. So I think you got to keep the same approach all the time, keep trying to get better. No matter how far ahead or behind you think you are, I think you always got to, keep trying new things, keep trying to develop new things to keep making your team stronger. So certainly that's a balance. You always, if you're kind of lost and not running as good, you look back at notes from the previous times and trends and things like that, and try to use that knowledge to make your stuff better. But like I say, you're always trying to get better, and to do that, you got to try new things, develop new things, and kind of go down that path as well.
All right, we'll go to Steve and then Dustin.
Steve Richards with PRN. Matt, how much of a boost would it be if Harvick was eliminated in the first round?
I honestly don't think about that. I mean, we just really think about ourselves and try to show up and run the best we can each and every week. So there's still 16 guys in this to make the top 12, and once that's over, hopefully we're in the top 12, then we can look at what's going on there. But really, it's so competitive. You just keep running. Try to stay in your game and worry about your own car and your own team, and try to finish the best you can and go from there.
Dustin Long, NBC Sports. Can you give me a sense of perspective? Last year, when you went into Dover, 8th through 14th was separated 6 to 8 points, so it was a tight window. For as much as I know you want to keep every race the same, was it more challenging, or what was the mode, the atmosphere, whether you might experience that again this year, or what others might go through going into Dover next week?
Yeah, I don't know. Last year is a different, we're in a little different spot than, at least it feels different than what it is this year. You never know what spot you're going to be in. You never know when you're going to have a bad race. You're going to get eliminated. You just don't know when that's going to happen. But, last year we came into the chase with some consistency kind of on our side, but really not performing well at all. Where this year we've come in and we've been performing much better than we did last year on an average. I feel like we got faster cars. We can go to the track if we do all the right things. We got cars that can win and all run, in the top half of the top 10. I feel like if we do everything right with them. So last year we didn't have that. Last year we were more, 10th to 15th place cars. So I don't know. We took it one race at a time. We went to Dover last year, which has always been a pretty strong track for us, and just went and raced. And I don't think we ever really do anything different there. I think you go race as hard as you can and try to get the best finish you can. I know circumstances can change, but right now it's just one race at a time.
All right, we'll go to Rich and then Steve.
Hi, Matt. One more time. Did you guys test here in 2015, and what's the strategy for winning on this track?
This year, no, I don't. Was there a test up here this year? I don't know. I was not here. I didn't think there was a tire test this year, but there might have been. So I don't know though. Well, in the first race here, the conditions were a lot different. It was really, really hot, probably the hottest race we had of the year. It was really difficult to pass in the spring. I think with the horsepower reduction and the track bar and some of that stuff we did, it seemed like it made it a little tougher than it was in a pass. So I think that, qualifying, restarts, pit stops are probably the most important thing here right now.
Steve?
Steve Post, Motor Racing Network. Matt, you're in kind of a unique spot because...
Can you speak up a little bit, Steve?
I know. Can't hear me, right? Yeah, exactly. Peanut gallery. You're in a unique spot in that all four Gibbs teams are performing so well. We've seen historically in the sport, this is so difficult to achieve. How are you able to achieve it, and why is it so elusive to achieve what you guys have been able to do over the last couple of months?
Well, that's a good question. I wish I had a good answer for that. I don't know, except for, it's a strong organization. We have great people there. I feel like really, before we had the fourth team, I feel like on average the three of us were really strong as well. It's just in a little less than 3 years I've been there, we've had Denny out for half a season with a back and some other things. We've had Kyle out for half a year with broken legs. We've had, we've never really had that consistency. But when we've all been together for a period of time, I feel like we all ran fairly similar and we're all capable of winning. And obviously adding Carl's a guy that can win in any given week, that can run for championships and do all that stuff. So, I think when we put a fourth team together there, they put it together the idea of trying to go out and win races and try to win championships and get us all to that point. So I think if they didn't think it was going to be competitive, they would have never done it. So I feel like we got a good lineup of people there right now, And obviously our cars are running good right now, so there's really not a reason why we all, four shouldn't run fairly similar.
Final questions for Matt? We'll come back up front with Jared.
In an effort to reward consistency a little bit, Matt, do you think it would be a good idea for NASCAR to maybe consider in the future giving the points leader after the regular season some kind of bonus going in the chase?
Man, I think they kind of do in a way, but there's been so many changes here the last 10 years with formats and systems and everything else. I don't know. I got to just concentrate to remember what it is right now. So I think that if we can keep some consistency for a while, I think that'd probably be good for the fans, good for everybody.
All right, Matt, thanks for joining us, and good luck this weekend.
Thanks, guys.